is going to be a little bit different. I'm going to talk about running, basically. So if you're not interested at all, then obviously skip this video. But I just wanted to come and do a little bit of an encouragement video, really, for anybody that's been thinking about having a go at running, or is ever so slightly even tempted. I am not a runner at all. Exercise has never been something that I'm particularly bothered about. There's been a little bit of a tiny change, and at the moment I've got a bit of oomph. As you know, I've been trying to follow a calorie deficit. I've now lost 2 stone. Is it something like 2 stone 3 pounds, 2 stone 3 and a bit, I don't know, but I'm over the 2 stone mark, and half of that was by following a calorie deficit. Go see my other videos that I've done recently if you wanted to have a little catch up on that. But the other thing that I've been doing, as well as watching me eating, is I've been running, and I downloaded the Couch to 5k app, which is produced by, I believe, the BBC and the NHS. I'll put in like a little screenshot of the picture of the app so that you know which one to go and have a look at. It's free, absolutely brilliant. It guides you through basically from doing nothing to being able to run 5k, which is something, is it 3.3 miles, something like that, over 9 weeks. I'm currently on week 5, nearly week 6. There's 3 runs in every week. Then slowly, over time, you're gradually running more and more, to the point where now, yesterday, I did an 8-minute run twice. So 8 minutes, 5-minute walk, 8 minutes, 5 minutes walk. And I'm running nearly 3 miles, which I've gone from nothing to be able to run 3 miles nearly, which is amazing. I'm really proud of myself. So what I want to say basically is, if I can do it, anybody can do it. So you start off running 3 times a week, or in each week it says to run 3 times before it lets you move up to the next week. So some weeks I've only run twice, if we're looking at an actual week. Some weeks I've run 4 times. You know, it's all depends. And some weeks I've only run once. It all depends on family life, when my husband gets back from work. So I can go and leave the kids and do a quick run. I tend to be out at the moment for about half an hour. So if you've got half an hour spare, go and have a go. And the first week basically was, I've just written it down here to tell you. So I've gone from, first week, you do a 5-minute warm up, 60-second run, 90-second walk, and you do that 7 times. And then 60-second run at the end, and 5-minute cool down. And you do that 3 times in the first week, and then the next week more of a run, less of a walk, and every single time you do a run, it ups it ever so slightly, and you don't really notice a massive change in the first few weeks. As in, like, you think the amount of time you're running, it don't really, I didn't find, made a massive negative impact, is what I'm trying to say. Because you're doing it gradually, it just seems to gradually happen, and your body adjusts and you're fine. Now, when I first started, I was out of breath, I was puffing, I thought, oh my god, I can't do this, I was red hot, I was, you know, it's really hard. I've gone from nothing. Now, I'm able, yesterday, to run 8 minutes without feeling out of breath, without thinking, oh my god, I'm really hot, and there's no sort of feeling dizzy, none of that. The hardest part of it is in your head. Physically, I found my body was able to cope with it, but it was in my head. And I'm listening to music, or I'm listening to podcasts and things, because the app, the Couch to 5k app, minimises once you've set it running, and it talks to you. So at the moment, I've got Sarah Millican talking to me, guiding me through when to run, when to walk, when it's halfway through the whole thing and everything. But you can choose other people. There's different celebrities on there who sort of encourage you on to do it. So I've got that minimised. I'm listening to music or podcasts, but also I've got it's called Strava, which I set running at the same time as Couch to 5k, and it maps by GPS where you are, so what route you've done, how long you've run for, how many calories you burn, how fast you're going. It sets if you've done like different achievements, if you've beat your previous times and things like that. So I've got that running as well, and you can minimise that as well. So they're both running in the background while I've got music and stuff playing to distract me, to try and distract my mind. I find listening to podcasts and things better than music, but obviously you might be different, because I'm concentrating on what's being said rather than thinking, oh my God, I've got another 3 minutes to run. I don't take a drink. I started taking a drink, but found it was more of a distraction and harder to carry it than it was worth drinking. So now I make sure I'm well hydrated before I go, and I have a big drink when I get back. I don't tend to eat before. Make sure I've not had anything to eat for like an hour at least, an hour and a half before I go, because I don't want to feel heavy in my stomach or make myself sick. I've not been getting stitches, which is good. Clothes wise, I've not got any fancy leggings. I am wearing a pair of black basic leggings from Primark. I've got a couple of sports bras which actually are from Asda, which I've had for a long time, and then I've been wearing a vest or a t-shirt. Sometimes I've been wearing, this is just a basic hoodie, it's been in the wash, from Asda, so it's a dark blue one, basic hoodie, so I've been putting that on. Sometimes I don't go with it if it's warm outside. If it's raining, I do take it with me, and sometimes when I get a bit hot I tie it around my waist. And then my trainers are nothing fancy at all. Don't know whether they're the best things, probably not, they're a bit muddy underneath. But these are a pair of Adidas, although they are running, Adidas running. But they're nothing fancy, they're mucky. Pair of basic Adidas running trainers, which I've had for a long time. And yeah, they've seen better days, but they're really comfy. And yeah, at the minute they're working, so I don't particularly feel the need at the moment to go and get measured and get me, is it your stride checked where they film you and all of that stuff, but eventually I will, I think. Upgrade on my leggings and my sports bra and my trainers, but I want to wait until I've been doing it a little while longer and until the habit is well and truly in. I'm enjoying it at the minute. I'm sort of wanting to go. This week I've run 2 days consecutively. The next time I run, which will probably be Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and today it's Thursday, I've got to run for 20 minutes non-stop. So that's going to be a challenge, but I'll do it, it's fine. I've just got to push through and keep going. So my aim at the end of it is obviously I want to do a 5k. So I've been looking at park runs, and I'll be doing one of those probably July time. A friend who does a lot of running, or 2 friends who do a lot of running actually, and we're going to book on to a 10k. So, oh my God, which is what, 6 point something miles, just under 7 miles. Book onto that for November. So it's June, I've got 5 months to get myself to that point. And then we've even sort of mentioned doing a half marathon. So 13 miles next year in May, June. So we shall see. There's nothing wrong with aiming high. We'll see how I go. And yeah, that's it really. Just wanted to come on and do a little bit, I've been talking 10 minutes, a bit of a video about running and what I've been doing for exercise. If you're interested in anything else to do with running, any questions about anything, leave them in the comments. And yeah, I just encourage you really to give it a go, you know, give it a go. What's the worst that can happen? You do it and you feel a bit tired, or you're a bit achy afterwards, which is something that hasn't really happened. I haven't really felt it. A little bit achy, but nothing major. So yeah, if I can do it, I think you can do it. Go and have a go. You'll surprise yourself just like I did. Download the Couch to 5k app. I've downloaded an app called 5 to 10k, which is not by the NHS or the BBC, it's by a different thing. And I'm going to start that once I've completed the 5k. Yeah, that's everything. Thank you for watching. I have waffled on. Well done if you got to the end. And yeah, give us a like. leave me a comment if you've got any questions about how I've found things and whatever. And I'll see you soon.